Yeah, we're gonna have to pull this up. Also, I was talking with Rain, but we're gonna have to pull this up real quick because oh my god. So basically, Drain put this in here, right? He put all this here. Now here's the thing. See, if it would see, I get what he's trying to say. More supply is a gateway for more supply and everything. But here's the issue. Cause while I was agreeing, uh, people also brought up that it's also not a good idea because resellers. And then I remember, oh yeah, that's right. Elsort is crawling with resellers, and we got some crazy resellers here on Elsort. Basically, some of these resellers are crazy enough to buy. They are crazy enough to buy. Yeah, so they are crazy enough to buy K-Chain, burn, and sell the ice burners. They're the ones manipulating the market. And Dream saying this is making him look like he's also a reseller. Which he was reselling. Well, he was selling ice burners and shit like that. I did catch him doing that. So I distanced myself from him a little bit. And then he was talking about the bank thing. So the bank thing I showed y'all yesterday. Yeah, so the bank thing I showed y'all yesterday, uh, where they clown him and everything. Yeah, even Yasa clown his ass. So they're trying to tell him that it's not gonna be good because the resellers are really gonna be the ones winning. Because here's the thing, you have to think free to play. Free to play means you can't you're straight up fully grinding. Like you're 100% fully grinding, not loading anything. Literally free to play. Like you're grinding your way through. And then say and then you're grinding stuff like Plegas Gaze, Theme Park, Madam, if you even ever get that far. So here's what they're trying to tell him. Here's what they're trying to tell him. Let's look at these board prices actually. Yeah, so let's look at these board prices. So you see all these board prices and everything? Let's actually look at these board prices. Look at these board prices. Y'all see all this, right? And y'all see it's by the usual resellers, right? Yeah. Y'all see how it's by the usual resellers, right? Okay. I'm gonna show y'all something. Full party chat. What's happening? People trying to people trying to buy for well, people trying to buy for 16,100, some trying to buy for 15,100. Okay, come out the Discord. Let's check Marketplace. Scroll up past this copy pasta. What are people trying to buy for? 15,100 or 16,100. Okay, let's go back to Merchant General. Okay, let's head back to Elsewhere real quick. Some of these names are familiar to you because some of y'all have been paying attention. Some of these names are familiar to you because some of y'all, oh look, Beach House. But some of these names are familiar to you, especially you just saw Beach House, which is Dream. So what's wrong with this? I don't understand. What's wrong with this? So here's the thing: selling the ice burners, yeah, quick money, cool, right? Okay. Now some of these people are playing Monopoly, are monopolizing the economy or monopolizing the prices. So some of these high ass prices is because they're trying to play Monopoly, which is not so great. And the reason why it's not so great is because it's fucking everyone over, right? Okay, let's come back to here. Because there's a reason why people are telling Drain that he's stupid as the reason why people are telling Drain that he's stupid as fucking shit. But how do I personally feel about it? Look, the idea that he said, I'm gonna be real with y'all. He ain't wrong about more supply meeting the demand. That's the way I took it. I'm like, okay, I get it. If you burn more, there's more supply, and it can meet the demand, and some of these prices can go down. That's one way you can look at it. Until I remember that this specific economy have resellers. So yes, it will be good for people who are free to play and they can't load for whatever reason. I get that part, but they are right about there being scalpers. They are right about there being scalpers, resellers, and so forth. So that's why it wouldn't really work entirely. It would it sounds like a good idea, but the problem is Elsword is crawling with resellers. And these people are crazy enough to buy a bunch of ice burners that are undercut from them and resell that with their own ice burners. Because again, they're trying to monopolize the market and they're trying to get as much money from everyone as possible. They're the reason why we have these high prices on here. If it's not just people trying to butt fuck people out of spite. They're the reason why we have these high prices. So then it comes to issue. So if we are to actually sit down and talk about the economy, talk about this economy, question is, what are we going to do to combat that? Because the way how also works and how everything is put in place, we all as a community have to figure out how we're going to combat the high prices. Oh, that's right. A lot of us have resort to just buying up our friends or pulling for ourselves or pulling ice burners ourselves and then selling the boxes of whatever we have left over. So yeah, um,
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like.
1-0. Hi. You caught me mid recording too. But you came at a good time because you caught me mid recording. I'm gonna mute real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna get to you real quick. And Jesus Christ, they are fighting. They are fighting. Oof. But I did tell him, like, I did tell Drain though, like, um, yes, I tried to tell him, but he kind of, I don't quite think he understands. So he did tell me to try, but he did tell me to try to have his back in this argument, but considering even Yata is clowning him for this, I can't quite step in. So I'm kind of like you guys. I'm kind of watching, and they are going in on his ass. And I'm already hated as is on CC, but they are really clowning his ass, and I can't step in. And I don't want them to think that I am with this. I mean, this is what he want to do, and even though he's a friend, this is what he want to do. I can't. I'm trying to stay out of it and just be the emotional support, but like, yeah, this this they're really clowning his ass. And I don't want them thinking that I'm thinking the same thing too. When I thought at first, but then once they pointed it out, I was like, oh shit, you right. Like it sounds good. Cause I would like listen, listen. So let me show y'all something here on Closers, okay? Let me show y'all something here on Closers. And yes, we have an idiot trying to sell for 8100, but only because the Christmas event is right around the corner, which is normal, right? Because you see that they went from 15100 to 16100 because this Friday is when the winter event drops, right? And then what's up? Closers is soon gonna have a winter event, so that's why he's trying to sell for higher. And Lenica was actually trying to do an experiment to sell at 9100 cents. Usually when there's a path and people really want it and they know it's going to show up, they're trying to buy for higher and outbid people. But here things are more chill, and the reason why things are more chill is because there's some kind of rules and regulations via the players when we agree on stuff and agree on selling. You get the point. So good, stay broke. No one likes you. Anywho, talking about Rex, he a retard. But that's not the point. But the point is, now come back over to El Sword, where we have this wild shit. That person's probably, yeah. Yeah, some buy for 15100. Yeah, some buy for 16100. You got people buying for. If people know you're not gonna resell, if people know you're not gonna resell and you're actually trying to get that shit, see that's the thing. Y'all remember a couple. See, this is the thing. I'm gonna let y'all read this. I'm gonna let y'all read this while I explain my point of view. Y'all can read this while I explain my point of view. But you guys remember a couple of videos ago where I was buying stuff for zero? I remember that there were a lot of resellers. So when I said I'm buying KC, I literally have to say what I was buying it for. And so people will actually know that I'm not one of these resellers. I'm actually someone genuinely trying to buy something from the thing and stuff. And I'm low on KC, and I need more KC. So that's when y'all saw how people actually realized, oh hey, she's not trying to do what all these resellers doing. She's actually trying to help someone out with this. She's actually buying stuff in the store to help someone out. Okay, let me pitch in and help. See how that happened, right? Because I literally said what I was buying for. I literally was honest about why I need the KC. I put that there for a reason, so people wouldn't lump me in with these resellers. And Drain, what he's doing, and the fact that he actually is trying to resell, and he literally is not, he literally kind of low-key admitted to resell and everything, that's what's going to make people eventually blacklist him. See, y'all know how I talked about how Kazuto is possibly going to be hated around the server because of how he was been acting and everything? Add Drain on this list too. Because the way how he acting right now, he gonna have everybody hating him. I know he don't care. I know he's thinking that he's trying to help the server. Listen, the heart is in the right place, the mind is not. As I can see, look at how he's talking to people. Look at how he's talking to people. There is literally screenshots in the server of how he's talking to people, calling people idiots, all this stuff, calling names and stuff. And I know y'all can argue, but you did the same at one point. Y'all made me, listen, on Closers, y'all made me so upset because I'm over there trying to help people. Not like this, though. Not like this, though. reselling all that shit. Why would you scalp and resell and thinking that's going to help people? That's not going to help people. Unless you're trying to combat the resellers, then please, by all means, punish the resellers, not the actual. You want to come up with something that will actually punish the resellers. If we're really to talk about this, here's something that you could do. You actually want to combat the resellers. You want to punish the scalpers and resellers, not the actual people that are actually trying to buy something. Fight the resellers and the scalpers that's fucking up for everyone, not the people who are actually trying to buy stuff, sell stuff, and help others. You want to punish the people who are actually fucking over everyone else. I'm talking about the gatekeepers, the elitists, the people who are mean and everything, the scalpers, the resellers. And because of him trying to do some stupid shit like this, now he's going to be lumped in with them. So now people are going to try to punish him. So him trying to make these points, they're never going to listen to him. But yeah, if you're actually if we're talking about economy wise, you want to punish the people who are reselling and scalping. That's why we have that's why we have blacklist on here. But here's the issue: these resellers are going to are going to slide around that blacklist. So it's pointless to blacklist them. That's why everybody just resolved this just pulling for themselves or for friends, if they have the money or not. So I see why everyone is calling him. I see why everyone is calling him stupid for saying shit like this. I personally get it. I get the intent behind it, but I understand why people call him stupid for this. But I also understand his point of view. But at the same time, everyone can see through him. Everyone can see through him. They think he's just one of those people that are gonna resell. But here's the issue: he's reselling with them. So now it looks like he's trying to justify. Listen. It looks like he's trying to justify his reselling and everything so he can continue to do that shit and be evil. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Because I actually agree with what everyone's saying. That this is kind of stupid. This is kind of stupid. Like, I get his intent behind it. I get the intent behind it. I get the hurt behind it. But it's how it would be executed. Because this can go very wrong. And he forgot that people are dead. He forgot how crazy people are on the server. You're playing Elsword. These people are crazy. Some of these people have been playing for over 10 plus years. They've been enabling this and they've been performing these actions for over 10 plus years. You think they're going to stop this? There's no saving or stopping this. There's no saving or stopping the Elsword community. They've been doing this shit and playing this way for over 10 years. You really think they're going to stop this? They'll stop unless punished. Like, heavily punished. So I don't know what to tell you. You're probably messaging me right now wondering why I'm not stepping in. I would step in, but I wanted to step in and argue because I kind of get what he was trying to say, but this just escalated, so I can't step in this. So we're all just, yeah, so we're all just, fact that this is still going. I'm not even gonna play the clown music for this shit. Damn, they are really. Damn, they are really going in on his ass. Come on, guys, we don't have to be that childish. Um, I mean, we do sell higher. We do sell higher than the people who are trying to sell. We do sell like 6,100 compared to the people trying to sell at 1,500. So I mean, to be fair, I mean, guys, to be fair, uh, I'm not even I know. But honestly, to be fair, guys, this is kind of why we sell higher than people who are trying to resell. Cause I don't know if how much I'll keep watching while I check the thing and yeah, yeah, I'm just yeah, this is going in circles. You want a hug? It's a hug. What is wrong with the hug? I hug everyone. What's wrong with the hug? It's a hug. What's wrong with the hug? I literally hug everyone. But but it's just a hug. Okay, no hug. Damn. Y'all never Damn, y'all really having experienced friendships. Wow. Hold on, let me show y'all. Okay. But I literally hug my friends. But okay. I'm not even us. I just, it's just a hug. I come from a loving family. Well, I come from a somewhat loving family. We hug people, and then we're there for people, and then we support our friends. So, like, I come from a loving household, okay? So, I offer a hug because, it's a hug. I ain't, I, okay, can't hug everybody. Weird, but okay. But he's a friend, but he looked like he needed a hug. So I wanted a hug. But anyway, that's okay. Um, y'all that skeptical about a hug. Man, who hurt y'all? Damn, y'all ain't never received love in y'all life. Y'all, if y'all have an issue with a hug, y'all ain't never had a real friendship. Y'all never had a real friendship. Y'all never had a real support unit. No, that just shows. Y'all have an issue with a hug, you never had a real friendship. You never received love in your life. You never received the actual support unit. You never had anyone who got your back or anything. If you have an issue with a hug, y'all never had a real friendship. That just shows that. Cause like, what? I even wanted to hug Muska, and Muska was like, "Nah, I can't do that. Cause I have a girlfriend." I'm like, I I don't see you that way. It's platonic. Do y'all know what platonic is? I need to know. Do y'all know what the fuck platonic is? Y'all know pl- do y'all know what platonic is? Ooh, y'all need help. Okay, I'll skip the hugs. Pla- platonic. You just went to. You just went to. You just went through people insulting you, so I thought you would need a hug. Okay. That solved that issue. He said he's not replying anymore, so they're kind of on their own with that. So that just happened, and chat just went back to normal. So I think that's it for the most part. Oh, okay. Poor Drain. You got a point there. Drain, you got a point there. But you got a point there. And I did point that out earlier. I did point that out earlier. So he said it himself, so yeah. So I guess action speaks louder than words on this one. I mean, honestly, I had to do somewhat the same. Action speaking louder than words, cause the y'all know how I very often talk about how much I was hated during CC and people thought that I was evil and stuff, and kind of find out people kind of find out that I wasn't evil. I actually was trying to help people and everything. So yeah, I wonder how he's going to tackle this one. Because if he is truly trying to do stuff with good intent, that's gonna be a lot to work with. So I wonder. So I will be watching this closely. I personally will be watching this closely how he's going to come out from this and redeem himself. Because this one, you can't speak with them. You have, because action speaks louder than words. It will take a while, but actions will speak louder than words. So I wonder how he's going. He, this might go left. This might go left, but I'm gonna let him handle it. So so guys, I'm really alone with the hugging stuff. I can't hug anybody before, bro. I'm sad. Okay, we can get off of Discord now. But dang, so that means I can't hug anybody? I don't want to stop hugging people. Bro, what the fuck? Man, that sucks. Nah, screw that. I'm not going to stop hugging people, okay? Listen, I like hugging people, okay? I don't want to stop. Screw that. He's just gonna have to deal. I want to hug my friends, okay? Screw that. Nah, I'm rebelling. Screw that.